Welcome back to the YouTube. It has been a little while. Sorry about that. Put on the face tracker so that I'm not gimbling around. So it is 6 a.m. I've just got back from Bali. It's cold, it's miserable, but today is a very, very exciting day because I'm going to train with one of my long-term clients, and he is absolutely obsessed with muscle building and fat loss. So I'm certain he's going to have lots and lots of questions to ask me. There is going to be knowledge dropping left, right and centre. And the thing I'm most excited about, we are going for a Sub Express. Now, I'm not sure how many people have had a Sub Express before, but it is the greatest sandwich of all time. And I've been craving it for the past 9 weeks. So yeah, why wouldn't you watch to the end to see that sort of content? So this is current condition. I weighed in this morning at 76.7 kilos. Just back from Bali, and whilst I was there, I was trying to stay as lean as possible because it looks great for the gram. Yeah, that's just not a good idea if you're wanting to make long-term progress. So it was almost like 9 weeks of wasted time, to be honest. Fat loss is a little bit of a waste of time. 8 to 10 months now, build up to around about 82 kilos. 6 kilos gained from now to August next year, maybe. Very, 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 very slow. The goal when we are building muscle is to steadily see that scale creep up. We don't want it shooting up. We build like grams of muscle every week, right? So why do we need to see the scale shooting up? We don't. We want enough calories coming in so that we are performing well, recovering well, and yeah, seeing the numbers in the gym go up over time. That's a good sign that we're building muscle. People like to see a little bit of behind the scenes, and this is actual behind the scenes. When it's cold like this outside, I can't think of anything worse than going out and get my steps. So this is my little runway. I pace up and down here for about half an hour. I answer social media and fitness coaching type stuff. I listen to the Revive Stronger podcast. If you don't listen to that, it's pretty good. Knowledge being dropped left, right and centre. So that's how I learn a lot of things. And yeah, it's a really productive time, but it does look a little bit strange. Before I leave the house, I normally have like 4,000 steps. So I mentioned I'm going out for this sandwich. I always like to put food in ahead of time. I'm hitting 3,400 calories a day, around 190 grams of protein. The sandwich is probably going to be about 1,000 calories roughly. I'll just plan 2,300, 2,200. And I just think it makes it a little bit easier when you've got the day planned ahead like that, rather than eating the sandwich and then playing catch up later with a random dinner where you're eating like a piece of carrot, some cottage cheese, some nuts, and it's just not really a proper dinner. Top tip, plan ahead. So this is what the day is going to look like. We've got oats for breakfast, stir fry with rice, and then there's me saying don't have a random meal. We've got hot and spicy chicken slices, wholemeal loaf, baby spinach, and a handful of cashew nuts. I hope it's all going to be worth it when I get that sandwich in my gob. Just realised that there was a smudge on the wide-angled lens. Hope it hasn't ruined the viewing experience for everyone. Face follow back on, that's pretty cool. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. One thing that I actually forgot to say that I was really proud about this week. Went round to my sister's house. My little niece has got a new basketball hoop. There is a football that only just about fits through the hoop, and my brother-in-law challenged me to chip it into the hoop. My first attempt was awful. Second one, whoosh, Rabona style, straight in, swoosh, clean as you like. Night ended. I left. I literally left. Like the night couldn't peak anymore from that point. And I'm not sure when I'll go back, to be honest. Right, even with a wide-angled lens, this kitchen is so small that it's really difficult to fit anything in. But we're going to make these oats up. We've got 100 grams going in. And I don't care what anybody says. I use vegan protein for the oats because it makes them so much thicker and creamier than whey protein does. The one from Bulk, chocolate peanut flavour. Oh my word. So good. I'm also the type of guy that, right, it's 101. I need to take it out. I can't. My OCD won't let me. There we go. 100. Bang on. I'm a guy that likes the numbers. Data has to be right. Might have made that a little bit too runny. What I do is just stick it in the microwave, warm it up, get my protein powder out. Whilst we're waiting for that, we'll get the old supplements out. Some vitamin C, omega-3s, vitamin D. I don't get sun anymore. Feels like I'm never going to get sun ever again now I'm back from Bali. Probiotic, which I actually just bought for Bali. I don't really think they do that much. We've got some zinc on the go, and we've also got caffeine. I don't mind a coffee, but it has to be good stuff. I don't really like instant coffee, so I take caffeine tablets instead. But I'm super sensitive to caffeine. I didn't really have any caffeine for about 27 years. Then I got a little bit more into bodybuilding and found it was very, very helpful for my sessions. Whilst I was doing my stage prep as well, not feeling particularly good, started getting a little bit more on the caffeine. I have to cut the tablet in half with a pair of scissors, which is really, really messy. It goes everywhere and you have to commit. You have to, boom. If you do not commit, no chance. 3/4 of a tablet, not good. 3, 2, 1, go. Do you know what? I'm pretty pleased about that. That's quite a nice little slice. You'll definitely see a change in my behaviour as soon as I have this. I'll be just all zinged up, buzzing. Even more so than I have been already. You've got to take them all down at once. You just do. That's the rules. So 50 grams of this, and of course, if you've been following me for a little while, you'll know kiwi with the skin on is an absolute non-negotiable. Has to be with the skin on. Extra gains come from the skin, like scientifically proven. I'm not even making that up, or I might be. Right, so we did have to add a little bit of extra water because the ratios were a little bit off. Not good. The lighting in here is terrible. I need a more Instagrammable or YouTubeable house, don't I? Like, that is creamy as anything, right? Sometimes I add a little bit of sweetener, sometimes a few little nuts, maybe some hazelnut butter. Yeah, that's the type of guy I am, hazelnut butter. Have you seen this establishment? Posh, upper class. This is the West Wing, mate. So with your pre-workout nutrition, some people might find that oats is quite a heavy meal. If you find that your gym sessions, if you're eating and then going and you're feeling a bit lethargic or energy levels dip, you might want to try something a little bit more fast digesting, like a cereal with a whey protein shake. Kiwi avec le skin. Why isn't everybody doing this? I don't understand. Very last thing before I stop talking to you in my kitchen, because everyone's going to get pretty bored of this scene. The intra-workout, which to be fair, I don't go too crazy with. Sometimes I add some dextrose. If I need to make up some calories, then I'll just add a bit of dextrose, which is basically just sugar powder, super cheap. If you're bulking, nice way to just add some calories. Just means you don't have to eat so much food, which is nice. I usually just add flavoured creatine. I usually double scoop this. There's been some good research showing a little bit of extra creatine can help cognition and those types of things, like brain health and stuff. So yeah, bit of flavoured creatine. And then I just add 1/4 teaspoon salt. Obviously losing a little bit of electrolytes through the old sweat. Salt especially, good to add in there for a little bump. No more talking in the kitchen. I'm working on a client sign up for anyone who's interested in the one-to-one coaching service. What goes into it really? So this client is very, very busy, very active, running 3 times a week, football 2 to 3 times a week, tennis 2 times a week, and has always struggled with their weight loss. They enjoy the gym, but it's quite overwhelming, as you can imagine. The goal here is for us to try to find balance, right? That's why this service is so good, because everything is personalized to the client based on their responses to their training program form and the conversation that we have. He tries to train 4 times a week, but I'm just going to drop that down to 3 times a week. You can get plenty from that. What we're going to do is just monitor his recovery, how well he is performing over time. If performance is trending up, then good, we're in a good spot. If performance is tanking or plateauing, staying the same, then we know we're probably still doing a bit too much in the gym, and we need to just lower that volume to make sure that he can still do all of the other things that he wants to do, but also make progress in the gym. He is also somebody that gets quite bored with gym programs, and unfortunately gym training is quite boring, right? We need to stick with the same exercises for long periods of time and progress them. That is how you build muscle. But for somebody that does get a little bit bored, maybe gamify it a little bit, do some bench press tests, squat tests, deadlift tests, rotate the isolation type movements, you know, like your bicep movements, your tricep movements, semi-regularly, so that it just keeps things a bit fresh, but we will keep some core movements in the plan that we will just have to have in there. Once I have written up the program, I will send it across with a video. Here's your plan. Here are the things that I want you to track. It's very much a start for 10, right? The magic happens when we are interacting each week, because you don't know what you don't know up front. I don't truly know the client until they start to open up to me and tell me things about what they're struggling with and stuff like that. And that allows me to then adapt and adjust the program as we go to get it in a place where it is perfect. That's pretty much a background to the coaching service. I'm going to crack on and I'll meet you lot in the gym. I am notoriously late for everything by like a few minutes. I always think that I've just got like a little bit of extra time and I just don't. I'm not sure why. But today I'm actually on time. I was going to sing to you all, but I'm a little bit worried about YouTube cancelling me for copyright or something like that. We're going to get a little bit of Avril on because she's just what I need to get me up for this session today. Maybe I could record it on silent, play the music over the top. Let's do that. Right, so I realised I can't do that because that is copyright. Idiot. So what we're going to do is play a fun game and I will sing along, play a different song that I can play that isn't copyright, and you can then try and guess what I'm singing. And there we go. It's just ticked over. I might have even caught that on camera. Ask a man to be here at 8 a.m. and he'll be here at 8 a.m. Morning, sir. Yo. How you doing? Good, thank you, mate. You can always tell the ones that take it seriously because they park further away so they can get their steps in. Not really much walking. No, I mean, I get the extra 50 steps, you know. So Alex is here. We're about to go hit up a session. Alex, you normally train at a girls only gym, don't you?
Yes, yeah, I fit right in there.
Pure gym, is it?
Yeah. Well, when they open the doors here at 4 in the morning, I'll be in here 5 days a week, don't worry about that.
The hardcore ones train at Pure Gym. Here, it doesn't open till 7, so I'm slacking. Morning, big man, you're on camera. We're doing some YouTube vlogging today. 112.
Nice, thank you.
Like I said, upper day, we're gonna hit abs first. I'm not gonna talk you through the whole workout. We'll just film the exercises and overlay the text, the sets that we did and all that kind of stuff. But well, how long have we been working together now? 9 years? 9 years?
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah, about 9 months, yeah. I think probably one of the best qualities is just saying the right things at the right time, and it just makes sense. And I'm sometimes sitting there at the end of my check-in and you'll say something and I'm like, that's why I think I've messaged you before and said, damn, why have you got to be so sensible?
With coaching, you know, people see it as sort of reps and sets.
Yeah.
It's deeper than that. It takes the emotions away from it. And that's the reason, like, that's why I have a coach. Alex, you just finished a cut. We're now going into a long build phase because we know it's more important to be spending so much more time in a surplus than it is to not, right? But you've been banging on about your food for a while. We have increased a bit of calories here and there. We've seen some steady weight gain. We've kept a lid on it to a point where we're not allowing our emotions to take over too much.
I think if you say, right, Alex, you've banged on about wanting more calories for weeks and weeks and weeks now. I'll tell you what, you manage it and I'll manage everything else. I think I would say, no, I'm going to stick to what you've put me on. 100%. How many times in a check-in have you said, Alex, I think you've come full circle and answered your own check-in?
The only reason why he comes full circle and answers his own check-in is because his check-ins are about 27 minutes long. I just wanted to explain something very quickly. So Alex is quite deep into his mesocycle. Week 14, 15, something like that. Quite far in. So Alex is very, very adapted to volume right now. So he's going to go first because he's going to do a little bit of extra work than me. I've obviously just come back from Bali, returning to training again after being ill and all that stuff. So I'm super sensitive to set volumes right now. And this is an important thing that most people miss. Getting as much as you can from as little as possible. So whilst you are super sensitive, it makes sense to just do a bit less, then gradually build it up over time rather than starting too high, and then you give yourself no room to continue to progress. Yeah, we were just talking about how it's difficult to sometimes progress your isolation lifts, especially things like side delt work. Going up load tend to lose like 8 to 10 reps just because you've gone up by a weight increment, and it's because the weight's so low, the actual weight jump up might be 25% increase, which I'd expect people to lose more. So what I tend to do is just do like a top set back off. By going up load, I'll probably only get like 7 reps, but then by going back down, I'll hit within the rep range. And I'll just do that for a month, 6 weeks, and eventually you just adapt and you just get used to that new load. Maybe then you can start to do 2 sets on the heavier and then 1 set back off, just to get the work and the volume in, right? That's really, really worked for me. Just been saying to Alex, I've been trialing, what have I been trialing? Faster reps. Faster rep speed, yeah. So I used to be very, very controlled on the way down. I've always been like Mr. Form. Absolutely, form needs to be in place. Control needs to be there.
Is this a little soul dig at me?
What, Mr. Form?
Yeah.
He is Mr. Form, to be fair. When you're going so slow on the way down, it just prevents that ability to be aggressive and like really attack the set. In order to take the target muscle to failure, I just think it needs aggression. I don't agree with like grip and rip. It has to be controlled on the way down. But
I think grip and rip for me is more mentality rather than physically.
Attack the set. That first set that I just did, it was like, my back now is like, wow, like wash. And I've only just started doing it. So it's just maybe something to consider if you're quite slow and a bit like hyper focused on form. Maybe let things be a little bit slack towards the end of the set. Don't worry if your last couple of reps don't look too good, and just look to be aggressive.
One thing I noticed is a bit of sort of rear delt come through in the last post cut really. I mean it's probably modest for you, Andrew, but for me it's like I got a bit of rear delt.
We've been focusing on it though, right?
Yeah.
Really focusing on side delts, rear delts, arms, and mate, looking
Lots of volume.
Condition is.
Woo! Thanks, mate.
Alex just asked, where is my training partner? He was meant to come and join us, mate, but the jeweler messaged him about his wedding rings, and I said, there's nothing more important than the gym.
Agreed.
And he's gone all the way to the jeweler for his epoxy wedding rings, mate.
That's a really weak excuse. That's poor.
Did I just catch you sneaking in some extra side delts?
No.
You just battered your side delts?
No.
You told me you'd had enough.
Cool down while you talk to everyone in here.
Mate, I can't help being like so popular that everyone wants to talk to me, you know? Like,
It's so cool.
I've tried so many times to not be as cool as I am, but it's just impossible. This whole like grip and rip thing that we were talking about earlier, the way that I approach things and the way that Alex is now approaching things is in a more like, well, we'll try it and see. Actually today, the pump that I've got in my chest just from being a bit more grip and rip, still under control, is 10 times better.
This is where like the science-based lifting community take a bit of a bashing, don't they? Where they're sometimes accused of following trends or what the latest research says, and then everyone jumps on that. But on the flip side to that, I think just like you've now got it in my head about still controlling the eccentric, say, but in a much more explosive and aggressive manner.
Yeah.
Now that's in my head, so I'm already now looking forward to trying to adapt that into my own training. I'm not looking at it as let me jump on this new bandwagon. I'm thinking let me see if I can apply that, and that's to me that's part of the fun journey. I don't just come in here and go through the motions. I try new things.
There's a big individual element to bodybuilding because some people might not respond very well to that. I feel like at the minute I'm responding quite well to it, so I'll just run with it for a few months
100%.
and I'll see how it works.
100%.
Gym session complete, and we are now going to go grab a little coffee, get some steps in, and then the sandwich that I was speaking about earlier. I might have to rate Alex's choice. It might actually decide whether we continue working together or not, to be honest.
I'll let you go first.
It's a big test, mate. It is a big test. Yeah. Alex has been getting at my shoes. Apparently they're High Rock shoes. What was that on like Top Gear ages ago? Put me in that like seriously uncool bracket, haven't you? Just because I've got a couple of on clouds and you're trying to tell me that Skechers are the way to go.
Exactly. I can't speak. I've got Skechers.
He's looking cool. He's got a Courmayeur hoodie on. I used to go skiing there when I was like 12. It's a really
on discount.
Really easy mountain to ski. It's like a kid's mountain.
Oh, is it?
What did you have? Large black Americano. Can I get a...
Don't copy me.
Just a regular Americano black. Thank you.
Go on.
£7.5. I'm used to paying 50p in Bali. Thank you. It's like burning my hand off.
Is it that hot?
Very hot, yeah. Can I get a double cup, please?
Let me see if mine's as hot as yours. Big softy. No, mine's alright.
No,
Thank you.
thanks.
We've got the Christmas cups. Apparently someone in Alex's street has already got reindeers outside their house.
I feel like
real ones.
Turkey now.
Real ones as well. You can go for rides on them and stuff. Interesting point on the whole caffeine front. Alex was saying he's had, 3 coffees today? You're going to have another one. That is excessive, mate. And he says it doesn't impact his sleep. There are several studies, Alex, showing that...
Do not. Sorry, go on.
There are several studies showing that you might not think it impacts your sleep, but it really does impact your REM sleep. And you should maybe keep it under about 2 to 3 milligrams per kilo, which I'm pretty sure we had a discussion about. And you've just gone against all of my advice.
Let me counter that with what the other Andrew I know would say. He would say, well, if your training's going in the right direction, you're progressively overloading, you're feeling good in the gym, then it's fine, mate. Don't overthink it.
Probably correct. Yeah, that is what I would say. Hello. We're vlogging. You're on YouTube.
Hi.
Hello.
Am I really?
You are. This is Alex. This is one of my clients. Ellie is also one of my clients. And she's getting all shredded at the minute, aren't you? Kids' toys.
I'm trying.
We're going to go have a Sub Express. What are these? What's this? Caught.
This is the stuff I'm...
Caught in the act.
I've always thought that this is what I eat for breakfast. 24 grams of protein. That's why he's going to be like, that's just not enough.
No, it's not enough.
Yeah, but with a bit of
Cheese on pancakes?
It tastes very nice. You've encouraged that's really good protein.
High protein.
Cottage cheese.
Oh, on pancakes?
Yeah.
Why don't you just get like a protein, like a banoffee protein yogurt, and just spread that on top?
Just do it for me.
No. You want manky cottage cheese on top of your banana.
Yeah. No, not on the side.
But this is quite funny because Alex has just been saying about me being so popular in the gym and everyone talking to me, and now we're in Tesco, and you're talking to me.
We've had a
So
2.5-hour workout. About
And then
30 minutes
everyone
of
come
action.
home.
2.5-hour workout, and then
It's popular. I know, and it's coming from Bali to
I know.
Green.
I brought the sunshine. Though. We're getting some jawline coming in here. It's lovely.
Me?
Yeah, getting some serious jawline. Coming to the meetup on the 14th. Alex is coming. We're going to have a few people there, I think, so be cool. Walk, coffee, brunch, recover if you want.
I was worried it was going to be like an evening,
No.
so I'm excited.
No,
that it's
I was.
Just
I was,
chill.
I was worried about that as well, mate. But then when it came through,
what,
this
an
morning-
evening?
Yeah, I was, it's gonna be odd. We're all about drinking. Okay, cool, this will be good. But I was worried about it. But then when I saw it was a breakfast thing, I was like,
Oh, you wanted to all go out drinking?
no, I'm glad it's not. But still, the other part of my mind was like when it was like we're going out at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what, really?
Or,
God forbid we went for a run, eh?
no thanks. We were just talking about that. Ellie likes a run.
But I actually haven't been for a run since.
Alex, say your piece about running, how you hate it.
Yeah, running's okay if you do it like our parents did it. You know, where you wear a bin liner.
Yeah.
And you have like your Sony Walkman headphones on.
You've not got the running glasses and all the gear then.
I was going to say I can't go for it because I've not got the heart rate monitor.
I don't say people can't go running. If they like it, then go do it. That's fine. But most people don't like it and they just think they have to lose weight, and it just isn't the case. Enjoy your kids' party. Bye. We're just walking past Alex's girls only gym.
Sorry, we're not in your meathead gym.
This one is open 24/7 though. Lots of great equipment in there.
Don't knock it. Don't knock it. I've seen you in there.
I have actually been in there once. I went in there once, and that was only because it was a 24/7 gym and I needed to do it before I went to my
He
competition.
was in the gym an hour ago. Now he's in the Midlands.
Yeah, in the Midlands, going for a polygraph test with a weird Swiss man in a hotel room.
Doing a quick rise before we go and get lunch.
All right, we won't film that. I'm going to be picking all the wrong things, and I'm just going to have to walk out, I think.
You get your
Mate,
you get your ramen noodles and your sticky jasmine rice.
tell me what you're going to order. Just actually look at everything and tell me what you're going to order.
Either the traditional
What?
or the turkey bacon,
Oh my
or
God.
the mesquite chicken,
Oh, yeah.
or the Italian.
Oh. You said the right
The
thing.
Italian is it, or the mesquite chicken?
Oh, the mesquite chicken, mate. That is exactly what I'm getting. Hey, can we get 2 large mesquite chickens, please? You getting white or brown?
What are you getting?
I'm getting white.
Give it table 7.
Table 7.
Lucky number.
Magic number, yeah. I remember I was in here in March and you were saying you've been here for like 20 years, the same.
2001.
2001.
Yeah. Part of the furniture.
I love it.
That's what this place open.
I feel like you need like a hand for scale here, because like that's as big as your face. Right, I need you to take a bite, mate, and I need you to tell me, is that the best sandwich you've ever had in your life?
Let's give it a go.
And are you glad that you went for a mesquite chicken? Right.
Good choice, Andre. Good choice. My boring, whatever it was, traditional.
Traditional. That is a bit like you, to be fair, though. A bit bland. Love this sandwich, and I've been craving it for about
9 weeks.
9 weeks. Look at it. Just look.
I'm saying, I'd say that's a 1,200 calorie mix. What do you reckon?
We've got bacon, chicken, lettuce, tomato, ranch dressing. Maybe 1,400, mate.
I think we're looking at about 50 grams of protein as well.
Maybe even
This
60.
is stout. Oh my god, this is epic, mate. Let me get a picture of that. Whoa. Talking about like intermittent fasting. I don't really like using that term, right? Because I think it's been hijacked a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm talking about. I can go all morning and not eat. So now this is my first meal. If
Yeah.
I had an 800 calorie bowl of oats this morning, a little bit short for the evening, you know. Sometimes I won't, and I'll be overthinking it. But on other times I'll be like thinking, well, my fitness palm training, looking at what I've got left after I put this in. Oh shit, 700 for the rest of the afternoon. But that's not going to be the case today.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring out how to manage it best. You know what I mean?
Everyone's approach is individual, you know. In the mornings, they'll feel hungry, like starving, to the point where they can't do that. whereas you don't feel as hungry in the morning. So let's just adapt it and be like, well, we'll push your calories a little bit closer to the evening, give you a smaller feeding window. You can have your tub of Ben and Jerry's all dipped with a hot dog or whatever it is that you like to eat.
Right, mate, this is fucking pretty epic. Oh, this is fucking epic, mate.
Do you know what I mean? The mesquite is like, I don't know what it is. It's so good. Right then, we'll probably end it there because we've been talking, I don't know how long this is going to be, but we've been talking for a long time. If you like it, stick a comment, let me know. And obviously, subscribe for more of this stuff. Peace out.